talk a lot about this in today's race because this is a revised restart zone. Right where they are here is where we will have cautions today. You can see the two lines there. That is the restart zone. So we'll focus on that a lot now. And Ryan Blaney is up to speed. He wants to convert this pole into a victory, but Shane Van Gisbergen around the outside. Go bowling at the Glen is underway, and it is on. So that puts Buscher into the top 10. Let's have a look at this. And it's teammate on teammate. Bowman on the inside of Byron.
Yeah, Bowman was there, and Byron just turned down on him. Spoke to a lot of drivers this morning, and so many of them, the majority of them by far. Oh, Kyle Larson with problems.
I got no brakes.
No brakes is the call.
Yeah, I heard no brakes, and you heard Cliff Daniels get right on the radio to bring it to us. So it sounds like the 5 will be coming to pit road. He was running 24th.
But 24th from quite a distant qualifying effort of 26th, which is highly unusual for Kyle Larson.
Well, that's odd. No brakes this early in the race. Replay here.
He just loses it.
Yeah.
All on his own. He said no brakes. So obviously he has enough brakes to slow down a little bit. Because if you got to the end of the front stretch with 0 brake, you would go straight into the barrier, as we've seen drivers unfortunately do over the years. So, but something is amiss with the 5 car of Kyle Larson, whether he has no rear, no front, or maybe the pedal itself is just long. You know, he was reporting a brake issue. You see McDowell on pit road, Marty.
With the first pit stall on pit road, McDowell hits for some changes here. He said the car was a little bit lazy on the turn and too free on exit. Kyle Busch, you saw him go a little bit long in his pit stall. They had to back him up just a little bit. He said really good through the S's, but he struggles on the bus stop, especially on the exit of the bus stop. And boy, Kyle Busch, good thing this is under caution. They're going to lose a lot of track condition here with that pit stop.
Oh, man, just right through the box. You see the wheels turn.
Here's that revised, that renewed, new restart zone. Chris Buscher in the BuiltSubmarines.com Ford with his RFK teammate on the outside. They lead the field to green. Now here comes Shane Van Gisbergen on the inside, splitting Chase Elliott in the middle of him and Blaney. Down to turn 1. And Blaney does not want to relinquish that spot. There's a slight touch. Blaney's hanging tough, and here comes Briscoe on the outside.
So Alan Gustafson says we're giving up time. Let's just come to pit road, jump onto a different strategy. Oh man!
Whoa!
There it is. You saw it live. The 21 gets spun around. This might close pit road for the 9. Big contact for the 21. Should be an instant yellow.
Josh Berry.
Here it is right here. They're behind Chase Elliott, who's really slow. A little bit of contact from Ty Dillon. Gets Berry moving in the wrong direction. Great shot here.
This is Zane Smith. Boom.
Yeah, what's Zane gonna do? You know, there's just nothing you can do in that situation.
Yeah, it's aggressive by Ty Dillon to be pushing on the 21. He knows he's stacked up behind the 9.
The beginning of stage 3. Let's go. The man who led the field to green all the way back at the beginning of the day, Ryan Blaney of Team Penske, has got William Byron all over him. Look at Gibbs on the inside of his JGR teammate. 3 wide into turn 1. Multi-lanes. Ryan Preece goes right around the outside. And right there with Tyler Reddick as well.
Wow, contact. He's around. Kyle Busch. Contact with Hamlin entering turn 7.
How much is the damage going to be on that 8? Here's Kyle Busch.
That's a very tight corner, and it is difficult for spotters to see that part of the racetrack to call you 3 wide.
I want to show you a couple of things while we're away, while we're in commercial. We're on board with Michael McDowell.
Oh, heavy braking into 1. Contact with teammate Carson Hocevar. Carson goes around.
The day, I think late caution could change this. The leaders, that could be a different decision, but I think SVG can run a few more laps as Chastain just sends Briscoe. Oh, here we go.
Wow. Bouncing his way back onto the track. That was full motocross style. So here's Chastain and Wallace up through the S's. Ross is on a mission here. and Bubba's not giving him anything. So that opened up an avenue for Chase Briscoe, then hit the curb.
That's right.
It wasn't malicious, it was just circumstantial.
That's right. The left front tire got to the left of the curb. The car starts hopping, and he's going to go up the track whether the car's there or not. We see the 24 on pit road, Dave.
What happened? Heading to the back stretch. Whoa, that is not the place to lose it. That's at about 140 miles an hour. That is wild.
Yeah,
He was running 14th at the time.
Yeah, and he's going to come out well outside the top 30. He won't lose a lap, so if he get lucky enough to get a yellow in the next 2 or 3, this will actually be a good break, but those never seem to happen that way when you get the flat tire forcing you to come to pit road.
disappointing finish here, but a lot to be proud of. The speed they brought this weekend, Marty.